Do you love shrimp but hate having to peel it? Do you love ribs but really hate beef? Then Crapco has the meal for you this Father's Day. Come on down to the Manticore Bar and Grill, where through the miracle of modern technology in conjunction with the forces of evil, we've genetically engineered all your favorite foods into one. Starring our signature dish at Manticore's baby back shrimp. Grown in a lab from our shroud meat is the best slaughtered fresh and grilled to perfection. All the shrimp meat you could want, conveniently delivered in a rib-style system. Not in the mood for land-based seafood? Try our farm-grown chicken bacon with a side of pig eggs. Perfect for the early riser in your household. And for Father's Day alone, bring Dad with proof of parenthood, of course, and receive 1 free ounce of cake on the house. Texas insurance charge do apply. Only at the Manticore Bar and Grill.
Welcome to the Crashed While Loading podcast.
Does internet porn know you're cheating on it?
Video games,
Well, excuse me, princess.
movies and TV,
Don't worry, Professor. I was an accident, too.
half-assed reviews,
Just as I suspected. Hollow!
and everything else.
Chief, mate, what do you want to do tonight?
Off. We need to go on a quick adventure. Hello, people of Earth! Welcome to the 5th episode of Crashed While Loading. I, of course, am your host, Ashton Phoenix, and with me today is Jazz.
Hello.
Sib.
Howdy.
Ben.
Yo.
And Yunfei.
Hello.
Hi. Unfortunately, we don't have Yunfei today, because mother. There we go. Gotta forget, I gotta turn the things off like that. Yunfei won't be here because he is insane and down in Texas, hunting out in the woods, in the wilderness, in the tropical Texas heat, where I think it's 120% humidity and feels like the surface of the sun. For some reason, that's fun to people. I am not one of those people. I am in an air-conditioned building, and it is fantastic the way God truly intended me to enjoy nature. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good. I'm
Good.
working on being sick, actually, but I'm trying not to be.
Well, that's
Yeah,
not.
I know.
I don't know that you know what pretty good means.
Well, pretty good means I'm in a good mood. But
Oh,
my
okay.
body is trying to be sick.
Yeah, I think you subscribed to the same thing as Best Buy when I got my refund, and they said a full refund will be quickly issued from our end within 7 to 10 days.
Yeah. Hey, that's better than 3 to 6 weeks like it
True.
used to be.
And it's all digital, so, I mean, why wouldn't it
I
take
don't know why they can just flip the switch. They don't need to write a
7
check
to 10?
anymore.
Yeah. It was, I mean, it's only
So
like,
I paid you on time, but you're going to take 2 weeks.
yeah,
Good to know.
7 to 10. I'm sure those are business days, too, so, well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's only $200, so, I mean, who, I
Who
mean,
needs $200?
right? Pocket change, right?
Yeah.
That's just my walking around money. In quarters. I mean, back when I was young. So, how's
So
everybody doing anything? What's that, Ben?
Whole ounce of cake?
A whole ounce of cake, free. Yeah. Yeah, Manticore Bar and Grill. It's, actually came about because I accidentally said baby back shrimp when I was talking about something. I was like, well, that's kind of funny. I don't know if it was or not. I mean,
That's
how much?
a mouthful.
Well, for Sib, it's a lot. I mean, ounce of cake that's a good amount. I mean, she's got a teeny tiny tummy, so it's good. So, how's everybody been doing with games? Anything new or interesting you've been watching or playing?
I'm really just in ESO. I haven't had a chance to play any of the games that I bought, so I'm very boring.
I heard heard before the show started that Yunfei was just. I think she was going to propose to Netflix. Was that what's going on? Uni?
Oh, we have a story.
I was so tilted. So I have never seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. So
it's fantastic.
when it came, and yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Mhm.
So when I saw it was coming to Netflix, I was like, hey, we have Netflix, perfect opportunity to watch it. So I started watching it. We got through book 1, I think.
Yeah, the first season. Yeah.
Book 2 was missing an episode in the middle somewhere, and then it just sort of stopped. And then book 3 started like after a huge battle, and I was like,
"Oh,
what?"
Really?
I was so mad. I tried to. It's not that the videos aren't there, because it stops on episode 18, I think. Yeah. Which is the one right before the finale.
Like a 2-part or something or thing or yeah.
Yep.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but
and if you hit next episode, it comes up with an error that says it's not available in my region.
Yeah, I've seen those messages on Netflix before.
I was so tilted, Ben.
Oh, it was hilarious. She was raging so hard.
This episode brought to you by NordVPN. No, I'm just kidding.
And you can't watch the last 2 episodes of season 2 on Netflix. They're just not there.
I'm sure they're gonna get that fixed, but that is a serious oversight. Holy crap!
I tweeted at her.
What? Say that again, guys.
Season 3's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tweeted at Netflix. Yeah, no, I looked it up too. And the only thing I could find was from like 2018. People were complaining that it was missing episodes. And I'm like,
yeah, because it was on there for a while and then it left, and I guess now it's back. I don't.
What show is it again?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had actually.
It's really good, and I wanted to keep watching it, but I had to go seek out that season finale on some sketchy ass website that it played at like 480p in a window with like women in Tulsa that want my ass. Like, okay. So I had to deal with all of that just to watch the season finale.
And it is good, isn't it? Though it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. It is. I like it a lot.
Yeah, and you could see, like, this is why I liked the Dragon Prince, because it's the similar people as well as the Voltron. You can see a lot of the similarities once you've seen Avatar. You're like, oh yeah, it's obviously those guys. But
it's been interesting because I haven't seen it in like a decade.
Mm-hmm.
But rewatching it, like, there's a lot of stuff I don't remember about it, and like, it's been interesting to go through.
Yeah, I keep asking him questions, like in season 1 when they had that big fight. 15-year-old spoilers, guys.
Yeah, right.
When they had that big fight at the end of season 1, and I'm like, okay, they're at the water bending village. Like, they do remember that they're surrounded by ocean.
Ocean? What?
Yeah.
Is that? No.
And then, well, Ben, he didn't really spoil it for me, but I asked a specific question about waterbending, and he was like, "Oh, we'll get into that." So, I guess I have that too. Because I mean, come on, if you've got awesome powers like that, think outside the box. Like,
yeah, the blood bending stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So okay, you've seen it then. Is that in Avatar or is that in Legend of Korra?
It's in both, I think. It came from Avatar, but I think it transferred over to Legend of Korra as well.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because it's she really struggled with that one when she learned it and had to use it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that was like the 3rd season somewhere when they, got crazy with the other characters and stuff like that. I'll avoid season 3 spoilers for Mel, but they bring season 3 has one of my favorite characters. I just forget her name now because she's like I loved her that much, but The crazy one. Ben knows who she is.
Oh no, they meet her in season 2.
Oh, okay,
Azula.
the sister. Yeah, I loved her.
Was it season 2? Because I picked her out in that flashback episode.
Yeah.
I noticed when you see how Zuko got his scar, and everybody in the crowd like looked away except this one crazy bitch in the front row, and I was like,
yeah, that's his sister.
Like, wow, what is with this crazy bitch in the front row? And then Ben immediately was like, oh, you'll see her again.
Oh yeah, she was one of my absolute favorites, and she's just a powerhouse of crazy psychosis.
Psychopath.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was fun.
That whole family is messed up. Like,
Oh, royal
Fire
families
Kingdom
are
cereal?
usually just fine and well-adjusted people.
No, really though, like who pissed in their cereal? The whole Fire Kingdom. They're all just a bunch of psychos.
Well, they run a little hot. But dad jokes.
That
Father's
was
Day weekend. I got it.
That was great.
Oh. Right now, I can actually feel my dad, who's passed away. He's like,
Good one, son.
yeah,
Good one.
yeah, it's my boy. It's my boy right there. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy.
Yeah, other than that minor hiccup with Netflix,
Made you lose your.
I've really been enjoying it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It holds up. I started watching the first couple episodes, and it holds up pretty well. It seems like to me some of the.
Not good.
Yeah, there's.
Well, it's not that it's not good. I'm.
I think it's
for anybody that doesn't know.
Impression
I'm
or something
an
that they
artist
did
and a
with
writer
it.
too. Well, the reason why season 1 is a little
Janky,
disjointed-ish is because it's a season 1 of a show, and
it's
every
world
season 1 of a
building,
show,
character building.
Well, that, and not only that, they had to do it a certain way to get it on Nickelodeon
Right.
or wherever it was. And Steven Universe did the same thing. If you watch season 1 of that, it's a little janky.
Season 1 of the Dragon Prince. Remember how they skipped frames just to get it out?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it was
Yep.
so it had this weird jarring stutter effect that they didn't do in any of the other seasons. Yeah. Huh.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a shame
But
too.
yeah,
But something on
'cause it's a
Netflix
kid's
too,
show.
watching it on my TV, it seemed like there was like it was almost like compression issues, like just the black lines smoothed around the characters would have like gaps in them, like scan line gaps almost. It was really weird.
That's because it's a 4:3 and it's 480p.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you're watching it on a high definition TV, you're going to watch it.
well,
Who has
those these days?
I
Oh,
noticed the same
boy.
thing too
Yeah.
for the first season.
Yeah.
And a little bit of the second season.
And then it got better. That's cool.
Dude, my favorite character, the voice actor passed away. And
Which
when
one
it
is
got
that?
to that
Oh,
episode,
Uncle?
Mako.
Iroh.
Uncle
Oh,
Iroh.
Iroh, yeah.
And when they got to that episode that had the short stories in it,
Mhm.
oh my god, it was like the dog episode of Futurama all over again, just anime tears everywhere.
Oh, Scruffy. Was that his name, or is that Scruffy was the janitor? What was the dog's name in Futurama?
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's all right. He died. So,
Yeah.
so anybody see the new stuff on the PS5?
No.
Yeah,
I saw a little bit.
it's pretty big. I don't know why this next generation they've all gone with I guess they can be laid down, but the aesthetic is for them to be like towered up, and I have always hated that in my consoles. I don't have vertical space. I don't understand why they all do that. But it does.
I think they're trying to mimic the PC.
Yeah, it could be, but I hate it. I mean, my PC has a desk that's specially made for it. My home entertainment system, all the stuff goes left to right, not up and down. Excuse me while I burp into the microphone. But I'm excited for it. I'm going to get both of them eventually. I just will depend on the games. But I will say, as I was watching the trailers on YouTube in the living room, 90% of all the game trailers for like Spider-Man and Horizon and Resident Evil and was it Kenna Bridge of the Spirits, which also looked amazing. Mel, that one looks like it's right up your alley. You should watch that video. The advertisement before them, since I was on my TV, were all Xbox advertisements before the PS4 or PS5 trailers. Brilliant marketing, Xbox. way to get that little thumb in the eye. Oh, yeah? I'm going to blow out your candles first. That was kind of funny. But the new one looks, it reminds me of, it looks like it would fit somewhere in the Mass Effect universe. It's the white on the sides and the black in the middle, and it's got those white veins sticking up.
People were turning it into boots on Twitter. Like artists were turning it into boots and
I didn't see. I saw
like
one.
that.
I didn't see the boots, but I saw one person that put the Eye of Sauron in between the two fins, and it looked pretty good, actually.
Oh, sweet! I haven't seen that one. That's
It was
good.
pretty good. But with all these new consoles, though, it really comes down with the Xbox Series X, which, God, is a mouthful. Just a mouthful.
Xbox Series X.
I know.
2.
It's just like, guys, you really need. They really fucked up their naming convention going to
They're going to make a
Xbox to
slim
3.
version, and it's going to be the Xbox Series X Slim.
Slim X. Apparently, X's are still cool. Like, remember in the late 90s when everything was extreme, but they took the E off of it? Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at again, but with Microsoft now, it's Series X. But I have to say, the Spider-Man Miles Morales, the Spider-Man game on PS4 was freaking brilliant. So getting to play Miles, that'll be cool. Horizon Zero Dawn 2, I mean, everybody kind of saw that coming. One I showed Sib, and she thought it looked like a really good game, and then it came out to be Resident Evil 8, The Village. That looks awesome. That looks super cool. Very reminiscent of Resident Evil 4, which is the one where they go to the village thing.
It won't have Wesker in it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, are you sure?
That's true.
I mean, at the very end of this trailer is Chris Redfield, and he pumps half a clip into this chick's head and then apologizes to the guy that you're apparently playing. So, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with that one. He's like, sorry. Boom, 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 boom. Chris? It had to be done. And he's, like, wow. Hardcore, Chris. You used to be a cop or something, didn't you? I know that was Leon, but Redfield was something too. So, I don't know. I don't know which one I want to get first. I'm sure a lot of people like that because they're saying the price point on these will probably be $400 or $500. Someone was saying this, like the PS5 could be $600, which if they do that, man, that's going to be a hard pill to swallow. And the fact that it comes with one of them, there's two PS5s. One has the disc slot for the Blu-rays and stuff, the 4K Blu-rays and things, which is, I mean, obviously that's the one I would want to get because I would like to get 4K Blu-rays and have it look nice on a 4K TV I don't have yet. But they also have the one that's discless and digital only, and I would assume that's got to cut $100 off, $75 off, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure.
It.
I mean, if they clearly they can't charge the same price point for both of them though, because that would mean
you underestimate their ability to do that.
Well, they've already done that with the current. I think they both have currently a discless system as of right now, and they're about $50 to $100 cheaper if I remember right. I'm not going to get one because I don't know, something about having a physical disc. If the game turns out to be garbage, I can pawn it off on my local vintage stock and at least get, $2.50 of the 60 back.
I was just going to say that.
Well, I could take it to GameStop and just get a full $1.50 back, but at least vintage stock gives me a little bit better deal. But I on the other point too, with this current generation coming up, I think we're kind of past the point where graphics, the graphical leap is going to be nearly as noticeable, and it's more like seems like it's the little stuff, like everyone's big on the ray tracing and all that stuff. The developers I've been watching and saying that it's not so much the graphical things that they can do now as so much as it is what they can do with the gaming world itself when it comes to interaction and the AI of the NPCs and things like that. So hopefully that will give us a lot more in-depth games. I don't know. It'll be curious to see. And of course now they're touting the solid state drives in both of them, and supposedly Sony's on the PS5 is supposed to be even better than anything that is currently out there. But I don't know, advertising speak. Does anybody really fall for like, oh, it's 5,000 times faster than anything currently on the market? Really? Is it? Well, when it came out, it was only 2 times faster. But yes, when we ran it in our office on a supercomputer the size of a building, it worked 5,000 times faster. Yeah, well, that's not what you sold, is it? So it doesn't really work like that. But yeah, I'm excited for the new console generation just to see what they can do and some of the graphical leaps that will jump from there to PCs as well. I mean, man, that's about all there is to it. There's really not a whole lot to say. It comes down to the games, and they can show off all they want to show. But how many times have we seen them show a game off, even running in-game engine, and then you get it, and it's like, oh, that does. Spider-Man did that. Was it Watch Dogs 2? Thank you. Yeah, that was what I was thinking of. Oh, that looks amazing. Oh. Never mind.
Never mind.
One other thing. I actually didn't put this on here, but they released a gameplay trailer because for some reason, MMOs don't get a lot of love in like gaming at all, ever outside. IGN, Kotaku, they almost never talk about MMOs. But they released a gameplay trailer for what was it? Amazon's New World.
Okay.
All right, so we're moving on.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've said all I need to say about that. It was a trailer, and they released it. I think it was.
I mean, did it look good?
Yeah. I mean, for ESO still looks better graphically, and the game style, about 5 to 7 years out of date. It didn't. I mean, I don't honestly. It didn't look like much to me. Like the one guy. Hey, Cloud. One of the characters. He's got the what's that? The plague doctor. That's the clothing for him. The assassin-y, roguey type guy. He's a plague doctor because New World, and it was a thing. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't impressed. I'm still probably. I went to look. Who was it? Ericus, was it Jazz that asked who was going to pre-order it? And so I went and looked at it. Apparently, the standard edition of the game, I want to say, was $30, and the exclusive one was $40. Pre-order. Let me see. Which, yeah, $39.99 for the standard edition, $49.99 for the deluxe editions. Okay, so it's about $20 under for the standard, what most games charge brand new, which should be a good selling point, but also fills me with unbridled dread that they're actually charging more than the game's probably actually worth at that price point. If you couldn't get that extra $20 pushed in there, I mean, maybe that's just a cynical gamer look at it, but oof, yeah. So. All right, well, that's enough on the news on that, because everybody is super excited about Amazon's New World video game. I can clearly tell the excitement in the room is palpable.
Yes, I am very excited
totally.
about Amazon's New World.
Yeah, Hellcats. They're thinking for the PlayStation it'll be $400 for discless, $500 for disc. I don't know if that's the current. That's got to be the what they think for the new one.
Yeah,
I think that sounds about right to me. But I've heard the economists that always never get gaming right from like Forbes and all that stuff. They've been like, it could be as much as $600 or $700, which has happened in PlayStation's past. Which one was? Forget which one came out at $200 or $600. But
probably PS4.
Yeah, I think it might have been 3 because PS3 was the one that kind of tanked hard, wasn't it? PS4 is like the best-selling console out there outside of, like the Wii. It sold tens of millions of copies in the 90s, I think, last I remembered. So, moving on from that. That was a phone.
Me bad.
I'm in a phone suit. Moving on that, I think we'll just jump ahead because I actually have a half-assed review, but I'll wait till the end of that because these guys have listened to me prattle on long enough.
The only other news gaming-wise that I know of is that Cyberpunk 2077 was delayed again.
I meant to put that in.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, though,
I know.
With them, it's like, take your time, because we know that you're actually going to put out a quality product, you know?
I know, but...
I know. It's a gentrification.
At this point, though, I mean, if they're pushing it back till November, I don't think I'm going to play it at launch. I think I'll wait till I get one of the new consoles, and I'll play it on that one, because... I mean, they'd be a
PC game.
They'll be that. Well, the PC game won't come out for like another year.
No, don't say that. I don't want to hear that.
That's how that always happened. I mean, it took The Witcher about a year. Most of the PC big like that take about a year to come out after the fact. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 took a while. I think is it even out on PC now?
7.
Yeah, I think it is now, but it took about a year. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
So,
Have you beat it yet, by the way?
No, I haven't been playing it. I know. I need to. You
gotta play it so we can bitch about the ending together.
That's true. Here's the bad thing. 2 hours before the show started, I got my copy of The Last of Us 2. So I got that installed just in time to not play it.
I've heard really mixed reviews.
Yeah, I've managed to avoid. I know there was a leak or something on the story at least, but I played that game I do love the story of the first one. It's absolutely fantastic, but it's also a fantastic game too. I mean, they all none of them are perfect, but it's like Breath of the Wild. It's as close to perfect as you could probably get with a video game. At least the first one. Second one, I'll let you know in 2 weeks, probably, because I'm sure I'll play through it. But I'm looking forward to it, but I know there's a lot of people seem really dejected about it. I'm not sure why. I assume it's probably because one of the main characters dies or something, because it's a Naughty Dog game, and that is always a possibility. I don't know why people would freak out about that at this point. It's called storytelling. It worked for Game of Thrones until the 8th season.
Don't play The Walking Dead then.
Yeah, right. Or The Walking Dead, which I don't think they meant for the story writing in The Walking Dead to actually meander on like a zombie does, but they managed it. Good on them. Oh, I think I actually did those.
The other thing we watched the other day was Artemis Fowl.
How was that?
Good Lord. It sucked.
So it lived up to its last name.
This is coming from someone who's never read the book.
I've never, yeah.
I
trailers
was
look
curious.
Interesting.
I was like, okay, there's fairies in it, cool. I'll watch it. Because, fairies.
Right, yeah.
And we watched it, and it was not
Carnival,
good.
not Carnival Row, huh?
No, I mean, it had pretty visuals, and like the fairy city was pretty and all that. But
it looked interesting.
Was pretty bad.
But you know what? The price of admission was pretty good.
Yeah, okay, can't argue with that.
I mean, Disney Plus, it just came out instead of going to a movie theater, so at least everybody saved themselves, $40.
Apparently, the books have like cult following, and like everyone that read the books is pissed.
So they did an Aragon on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, from what I heard, and again, I have read none of the books, but from what I heard, the kid Artemis Fowl himself is not. He's kind of an anti-hero. Like, he's not the good guy. He's the bad guy, at least at first. But he's not in the movie. In the movie, he's just straight up. He's the good guy.
He's the hero.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a bad or the good guy.
Yeah.
In the movie,
That's the Disneyfication of it. That has to be that.
Bad guy.
Good. Artemis Fowl. Good guy. Hi, Artemis.
All right. Well, I wanted to see it, and I'm still probably going to just because it's an hour and a half and I don't have to pay for it. What was the one? Oh, before we get to that, actually, there's a on-demand Kevin Bacon horror movie from Blumhouse that looked pretty good.
What was it called? Oh, hold on.
Bacon movie. Kevin Bacon movie. Apparently he's been in... it's called Footloose. That was it. His brand new movie, Footloose and Tremors.
You should have left.
Yeah, you should have left. That actually looked really good, and I don't know. It could also because Kevin Bacon, he's like an American treasure.
Bacon.
And his last name.
I'll probably check it out. I have to find
Kevin
a time too, because I can't watch horror movies around Ben.
Oh yeah, I forgot about his
He's
horror
sensitive.
movie thing.
I am. Yeah, hey, listen. I am sensitive. I'm a sensitive man.
It's okay.
I am a delicate flower.
It's not everyone's horror movies. They're not everyone's cup of tea, and that's
Yeah.
totally
I can't watch them either.
Yeah, Jazz.
Pretty princess.
Jazz, she had to look away when she visited us, and I was playing Mortal Kombat 11 and doing
Yep,
fatalities.
I had to cover my eyes constantly. He had it on a full gore. It was gross.
The Mortal Kombat 11 doesn't have a non-gore thing.
Well,
there's
it
not
should.
there's not a polite way to shove somebody's head out of their sternum
That was just wrong.
with a hammer. But yeah, that looked good. I should have. You should have left with Kevin Bacon. Apparently, it went straight to, I assume, probably Amazon or something like that. If it's not out already, it should be.
No, I
there's
saw.
only... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I saw that. That one with the can't think of his name. The wrestler, the I Spy or My Spy.
Oh, Dave Batista.
Yes, that one's coming to. What is it? Prime?
Prime, yeah, or Redbox soon, probably.
No, it's coming to Prime, and if you have Prime, I thought it. Oh, hold on, I'll have to look it up. Go ahead.
Okay.
Mel.
No, I like those. That was like a kids movie with adults in it. I always liked those movies. We watched? It was with John Cena and John Leguizamo, the Firehouse one where they're firefighters. It was so stupid. We laughed all the way through it. I mean, it was clearly made for kids with John Cena, but it was funny. I can appreciate stuff like that. Not everything has to be fucking Avatar, not the Airbender, the blue alien people movie.
They're bringing it to Prime.
Yeah.
What's that?
They're bringing it to Prime Video.
Okay, cool.
Coming soon, exclusive to Prime. But yeah, instead of did it ever make it out to the theaters?
No, because they're only, I think even here they're just opening this week or next week, and they're doing exactly what I said they would. They've got their little algorithm thing so people can't sit next to each other when you order tickets online, which is a good move if you're gonna do that. Also,
Yeah, they're not doing that here.
Yeah, I'm still not going anytime soon. No,
I'm not going anywhere.
I can't eat popcorn with a mask, so that's not happening.
You can't eat popcorn, period, without touching something that's just not sanitary, no matter how you look at it.
Oh no! Come on, Jazz. Some a industry known for sticky theater seats and looking like a Jackson Pollock painting under black light. I mean, what could you possibly get?
God. I'm having a hard enough time going out in public every single damn day, and yeah. And now
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, who doesn't love to recline in bodily fluids? So, I mean, right? Everybody, hey, show of hands. Show if there's yeah. I'm all by myself. That figures. Oh well. Moving on. So we got a little game for everybody here. Everybody that is not me, actually. I'm going to be the DJ, but we did it once on RPMM Radio, and it was, I don't know, I had a lot of fun with it. Everyone else seemed to have a lot of fun with it. The listeners pulling their hair out because they knew the answers when some of us didn't. So
Wait a minute. I thought we were doing this at the end.
I don't know. I just feel like I rambled on at the start long enough that we'll do this in the middle and I'll do my review at the end. This show doesn't have a structure. You can't confine this in a structure. This is down with the patriarchy. So as a man, I'm going to tell you guys what to do.
Okay.
But basically, this is Name That Tude, but it's an arcade version, and I went through and got about 10 or so, maybe a dozen, old arcades from the 80s. Some of them early 90s, maybe.
Can I just say that I'm doubly offended by that comment about the, as a man, I'm going to tell you what to do? Because not only are you being misogynistic, but you're also implying that I'm not a man.
Well, you don't watch horror movies, so I'm just saying.
Oh, God. Go ahead and hit him. I'll hold him down. And don't worry about his wife. She'll watch.
Yeah, I think she's actually going. Our dog Cloud. I don't think it's coming through, but if you hear a squeaking noise, that's her murdering a little yellow squeaking Pikachu. So.
Nice.
Yeah, so Sib's closing the doors and taking that away from her. It's better than the pig, which just sounds like somebody slaughtering a pig in our living room.
Speaking of pigs in our living room.
I will say, this morning I was on the phone with him, and she was using the squeaky toy, and I was like, "Are you stepping on baby kittens?" It was awful.
The answer was
like,
yes. Yes, I was stepping on baby kittens. I had new baby kitten slippers. Turns out, not a long shelf life. Not a long shelf life.
Ugh. Bad.
All right, so for this, I'm just going to go in order down the row of who's online, which is Jazz, Sib, Ben, and then Yunfei. If you can't guess it, the guess will go to the next person if we get all the way through it, and nobody can guess it. No points will be rewarded, and you all be failures in the eyes of God and your family.
Okay,
Any questions?
No.
So it's a day I can lie.
Right, yeah, it's basically just Tuesday.
Now, what am I doing again?
So you're going to be listening to sound effects, which I'm about to play here, from an old arcade video game. It's like it's either the intro music or the very first level that's like iconic.
I didn't play video games as a kid. I wasn't allowed.
You will be the butt of many jokes. So
okay,
going on.
I just found out who Laura Croft was. So let's. Yeah.
Oh, Jazz, sweet protected Jazz. Your childhood was
I knew the name
robbed.
sounded familiar, but I didn't know. I was like, that was a movie, and yeah.
It was a movie. It was several movies.
Yeah.
One of them was marginally okay. None of them starred Angelina Jolie. So, all right. So here's the first one. If you can't guess it, let me know, and we'll move on to Sib. But you'll get, we'll give you however much time I feel like because it's my show.
Give me an easy one.
Oh, hold on.
Is that my
No,
sound?
hold on. It's because the stupid thing is. What?
I think I might actually know this one.
You might. Just make sure you don't. I hate when the stupid thing always comes in server deafened or server mute.
Oh yeah, so I can hear it, but they can't.
Oh no! Oh, you could hear that? Okay, never mind. So we'll do that again. I didn't know everyone.
Server deafened, so that means they can't hear it.
No, everyone. Why does it say that? Oh, it's not muted. Server. I can't.
Says it is.
Did everybody hear that?
No, but I can cheat.
You can't hear us.
Why? No, don't cheat.
We can hear it, but they can't.
Get out of the music player thing, Sib.
I already knew what it was.
Yeah, but for some reason, that's kind of annoying. It's not letting me undeafen it from the server.
Deafened means
Please do not undeafen me. It's saying
muted means it can't talk.
Oh,
so
okay.
You want it to be deafened. You don't want it to be muted.
Okay, it's not muted now. Okay, my bad. All right, so we'll try that again. There we go. It's stay out of the video music player thing. I don't know.
Sorry.
No. All right.
That's the little floaty Mario girl with the pink dress.
No.
I played it. I remember. She jumps on the mushroom and
that is
floats.
Super Mario Brothers 2.
Oh.
Yeah, these are arcade games. These were actually in physical arcades.
Oh, well, I never went there, so I have no idea.
All right, Sib.
Dig Dug.
Dig Dug it is.
Just because that was my favorite. I love that game. It was
All right.
I loved it.
So we get 1 point to Sib. Sorry, Jazz. That was about as easy as it's probably going to get.
Dig Dug was one of my favorites all time.
All right. Well,
I never even know what that is, so.
Dig Dug is the one where the little guy digs through the ground and he there's like dragons and little guys in red suits with goggles, and he would
He has like a little pump thing,
and he would pump them up and they'd pop.
They explode.
Was this on Mario?
No, had nothing to do with Mario.
Oh, that's right. You said it was an arcade.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to keep up.
It's okay.
I'm actually aware that Dig Dug was an arcade game.
Oh yeah. It was came out. I
played it on the Atari.
Yeah, it was on the Atari, but it was in the arcades too. Loved it. All right, so now since Sib, you got that one, so we'll go to Ben because she got a point. So Ben, you ready? You ready, Ben?
Sure.
All right. And for Ben, we have, and be careful. Some of these, I will warn you guys, some of them might come in a little loud because it's coming off of YouTube and people don't know how to adjust volumes.
Joust.
Oh, good guess. Right time frame. Wrong game. Good guess, though. Yunfei, you need to hear it again?
I have no idea. I'm going to go with, E.T. The worst game in history.
Oh, but that was on the Atari. Remember, these are arcade games.
That wasn't an arcade game.
He's going to say that a lot.
These were all big, giant boxes in a smoky arcade room back when people could smoke inside buildings or bowling alleys, things like that. So I'll give you one more guess on that.
I have another guess if everybody doesn't get it.
I have no idea.
Nothing? You guys are going to kick yourselves when you hear it. At least I know
No.
3 of the 4 of you will.
No,
All right.
nothing.
Okay, Jazz?
What?
Okay, so moving on to Sib.
I have zero idea, so.
It's all right. We still love you, even though you've uncultured swine.
No, I'm gonna go with I don't know it.
Okay.
Is it Balloon Time?
Nope. It is Galaga.
Oh, it is Galaga.
Yep.
Okay.
Galaga.
Well, I don't even know what that is.
Galaga's
so.
the one with the little spaceship at the bottom that shoots the aliens as they come down. Oh wait, no, was that Galaga?
No,
that's
that was
like
No,
That's
that wasn't Galaga, because I played that game.
I just completely I got that confused with Space
what
Invaders.
was that one? Yeah.
Oh, I forgot which one Galaga was now. Because I'm on the air.
That one doesn't count because you don't even know.
I do too.
Don't know.
Yeah, it was. That was the one. Galaga is the one with the little starship at the bottom and the little bugs. So it's basically like that one, but it's the one with the little bugs and they swirl down and they drop the little bombs on you. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys, I'll show you pictures of them later. Okay, so we're back to Ben all the way back to Ben. Wow.
Yay.
Now, Ben, I actually think you have a really good chance on this one because it seems like one you should know. No pressure.
I think that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No!
Oh, Ben. Nope. It is not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I really love it.
It is really loud. I actually had to turn it down, too.
Loud.
Yes. Like I told you, some of these you're going to have to adjust. Yunfei, you got a guess?
Jimmy, yes, that is Street Fighter 2: The World Warrior.
That's my girl. Yep, that's exactly it. Street Fighter 2.
I'm not a
The
I
fighting
hell
was
out of
going
that
to say
game.
Street Fighter 2. I was going to just say Street Fighter.
Yep.
I'm not a fighting game guy.
I would have taken Street Fighter on that. Honestly, Street Fighter 2 came out and everyone was like, there was a Street Fighter 1?
Technically, if I got to flash my nerd card here for a second,
Go
there
for it.
never was a Street Fighter. It was called Fighting Street.
You were right. I've forgotten about that, actually. You are completely correct.
I'm right. I love that game.
All right, I'm right.
You just go, girl.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here.
Woo, I got one.
Well, let's see. Okay, so we'll put on Yunfei's on the board. So we got Jazz, who is lovely and her hair looks fantastic. Sib with 1, Ben, who's afraid of horror movies, and Yunfei also with 1. So we got a tie
I'm
game.
afraid of horror movies too. I'm with Ben, so
Well, that would be why you're both zeros.
okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see here.
I don't have to take this.
You have nowhere else to go.
Damn it, you're right.
All right. So Jazz, we're back to you. Okay.
Oh God.
Okay. If you don't get this one, you really, really did have a very, very
This is
sheltered
my
life.
mother's fault. This is not my fault. Blame my mother.
I'm just putting this out there. If you don't get this one,
Okay. Oh, that's the Edie thingies. The little dots who chase around and eat things.
right? And that is
Pac-Man.
called Pac-Man. There she goes. Jazz is on the board. Good job, Jazz. I'm proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you.
Like I'm going to be beaten by Jazz.
I'm good at it, baby.
Whoa. That got, I don't know if that got sexy or dark really quick.
That depends on consent.
That's true, right.
That's true. It's not CSI though. So I think we're safe.
Okay,
I'm
so
also drinking wine, so that's also not my fault.
Woohoo!
so Jazz is on the board. Sib, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh my goodness. Something mildly racist,
Any idea?
The only one I can think of with that kind of music would be Mortal Kombat.
Bingo. You got it.
Did I?
The very first Mortal Kombat.
I'm just waiting for Qbert to pop up.
Me too. I know that one. I played
Okay.
that.
Okay, here's the deal. I looked up Qbert. He doesn't really have a theme song.
What?
No, I tried to
No,
find.
they just had side effects. I don't think there was any
It was all
music
sound
associated
effects
with
and him cussing, which
Yeah.
it wasn't. There was no actual like theme to it. Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
sat here and watched 5 minutes of Qbert videos trying to find a damn song. I was never good at Qbert, by the way. As a kid, I
was
never
awesome
could
at
figure it
Qbert.
out. I sucked at it. I was always jumping off the edge for some reason or another.
Yeah, I jumped off the edge a lot.
Okay, all right. Ben.
Ben.
Ben. All right, we're gonna try to get you on the board here, man. Got
Yeah.
it.
I'm not going to get on the board.
No,
Ben.
we've
Ben.
you
Ben.
can do this.
Ben.
All right. Now we are getting into some of the slightly more difficult ones, but this one still is a classic. It is, it's up there. So here we go. This even has some sound effects.
This sounds really familiar.
Anything?
Should know this.
You do know this. Everybody knows this. It's like Pac-Man. Everybody knows this.
Sounds really familiar, but I can't place it.
Then this one was
Donkey
on.
Kong?
You got it. Donkey Kong, the original.
Oh.
Good going. Ben is on the board.
I was like, oh, he's climbing ladders, and I could see him. Oh my god!
Climbing ladders.
Yep, the first appearance of our main mascot man, our main man. Okay,
Mario? Just a funny Mario story.
Good.
Luigi's Mansion. One of the things that you can do in that game is there's a button to Mario, and all it does is he just goes Mario.
When he's looking for him, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Mario.
It's adorable.
Mario. Okay, so now that was Ben. So we're to you, Yunfei?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Now these ones get a little more difficult, but they're still classics. So everyone's on the board. Sib is in the lead with 2. Let's see if Yunfei can come in for the tie. I played this game a lot. And it was an arcade, but it also did come to consoles pretty quick.
I'm thinking.
I know. I'm just filling silence with something so that we podcast.
I don't know that I played that one. It doesn't sound familiar at all.
I'd be surprised if you didn't. Okay, I'll start giving small hints. Aliens are in it. Oh wait, no. Yeah, there they are. Yeah.
I know the answer.
And also recently had a remake sequel thing that was just god-awfully reviewed. So bad. It just looked bad. Anything?
I don't know. A Boy and His Blob.
Oh my god, wow.
That's
No,
a
you're
fun
wrong,
game.
but that was a great game. That was a NES game I actually had and never really figured out how to play it, but I liked it. I threw jelly beans at a
You throw jelly beans at things.
at fat kid, like a little fat blobby kid or something. I don't know, but it also wasn't in an arcade as far as I know. That was an NES exclusive. So moving on, Jazz. All right,
Back to me
moving on.
Yeah.
I don't know it.
Ben.
I want to say it's Contra.
Bam. Got it in 1. Or in this case,
What?
4, technically.
Ben,
Yep.
Ben,
It is
Ben.
correct.
No, that's not Contra.
That was the very first level of Contra, which is as close as I can get to a soundtrack because they didn't have one on the inside. But that was,
That's
level
the
1
very
of Contra.
Was the music different on the Nintendo then? Because I don't remember that at all.
it-
And I played a lot of Contra.
No, I mean, as far as it was the same music I remembered in both versions, actually. I'm sorry, Mel. I'm sorry.
Oh, I suck.
I mean,
Maybe
Ben
it's-
got you. I mean, he got it. I don't know.
See, so I don't remember the song, but I remember the sound of the dude dying.
Yeah, and doing like 5,000 backflips.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. Oops. All right, we got 4 more. So let's see if we can get. Right now, we got a tie between Ben and Sib. Ben coming from behind. Now it'll go back since Ben got that one. Yunfei, this goes back to you. Okay, you ready?
Okay. Yep.
All right. This one's a little more difficult.
Oh.
Oh. No. I know.
Oh, I know it.
Oh, damn. Because I know this one.
I wondered I worried that this one would be a little difficult, but apparently not. All right. That's just the. Since
She knows it. She just doesn't know the name of
Is
it.
it? Oh God, no! I can see it in my head. Was it called
Mhm.
like Outrider or something like that? No.
Not Outrider.
What the hell was it called? I can see it, and I know when you crash, the lady falls out of the car and gets all pissed.
Mm-hmm. It does. Yep, it's definitely a driving game. You're on the right path.
She absolutely knows what it is, but she can't think of the name of it.
Yeah.
I can see the cabinet and the seat.
Everything except the name on the side.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm in a.
You got,
my own
you got
ass.
5. No pressure. 5 seconds.
No pressure, 5 seconds.
I don't remember the name. I know what it is. I don't remember the name.
Okay.
I used to love that one.
Yeah, it was one of the really, really, really outdid itself in terms of driving games. Jazz,
Yes, I have no idea.
your hair looks fantastic today, and
You can't see me.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
You know people can hack those webcams, right?
It's not on.
They also hacked that part too. So Sib,
Pole position.
you got it. Pole position.
Meet. Gave it away. I was like, I know this one.
Very good. Pole position. Pole position.
Look, in my defense, it's been like 30 years.
30 years. Hey, I'm not actually judging on ones like that because that one was a tough name. I think I had to Google it. It's like, what the hell was that stupid shit?
Like I think I haven't played that in 30 plus
right.
years.
Since you were like, 10 and under, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now going to Ben. Ben, my main man. My main man.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
Rise from your grave.
Now, this also did come out on the Sega.
No, I know this one. I love it.
What was it?
I'm just waiting for it. It's very loud in my ear.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun. I have to say the Sega had a great chipset for
That would be
music.
Altered Beast.
Altered Beast. That is correct. But such a fun game.
I had that game I had a Sega Genesis and I had that game. I love that game.
Yes.
I
Very
apparently
well.
have a lost childhood.
You really did, Jess. But hey, you got Pac-Man.
Yeah, well, it was kind of hard to miss that one. I think I'd be worried about myself if I missed that one.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, we got 2 left here. Yunfei,
Yep.
you ready? You ready?
She
You better
was
be
born
ready.
You know, they all sound a lot alike. Just saying.
They do unless you played them. Iconic.
Yeah, I think this was on the Sega too, right?
Actually, this one came out on Sega and the NES as well. But it was in the arcades, but yeah, it did come out on... Basically, it came out on all consoles once consoles started to come out.
Is it Golden Axe?
Oh. No, it's not Golden Axe. It's not Golden Axe. I actually looked up Golden Axe 2. It also did not seem to have a theme.
Oh, because I recognize the music for that one too, but again, my old lady brain can't fill in the blank.
No, it's a good guess. It is good. I mean, you got the right time period for sure. Jazz?
Nope.
If I told you that it was a game, would that help?
No.
Okay, Sib?
No.
Ben?
Oh my god, I know this one.
A couple of you are going to kick yourselves really hard.
You were humming along to it a minute ago.
I was. I know the theme. It's. I want to say it's River City Ransom, but it's not. It's
That is correct. It is not River City Ransom.
That was a fun game though.
Oh, it's a beater, and it's
a beater.
It's a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Most of them were side scrollers.
It's Something City. I can't remember.
All right.
I'm gonna kick myself because I know this
You
one.
are. All right. I'm going to give you one. I'm going to give you one hint.
Okay, go for it.
All right, and if you get, we'll still give you the point, just because at this point there's no way you could catch up, so it's just for fun.
Okay, but if you tell me that someone's girlfriend got kidnapped, I'm gonna be real mad.
You're gonna be real mad.
Oh no, I know this.
Yeah,
I know it.
Someone's girlfriend got kidnapped, and two brothers fighting on the mean streets.
Yeah, Double Dragon.
Double Dragon.
Oh.
I should have known that one sooner. I played the hell
We
out
all,
of that game too.
we played the crap out of that one. But way to go, Yunfei. Way to go. All right, so this is the last one. Jazz, we're back to you again.
Okay.
Back at the start. All right, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say I think you have a fairly good chance of figuring this one out. And if you don't, we're going to have you checked. Okay?
Great.
All right. And this is very popular. Actually recently came as a 1-up arcade cabinet. I don't know if you can figure this one out.
Oh. Ninja Turtle.
Oh, she got it. Yeah, 1989.
Awesome.
Yeah, you got it, Jazz. Way to go.
Yay! You got it right on the wall for me there. Good job.
Yeah, it's not that I planned that one in advance at all.
Mm-hmm.
That was in case you didn't even get Pac-Man. So, it looks like we actually have a tie between Sib and Ben. Unfortunately, I don't have any tiebreaker music, so you guys are just going to have to fight to the death.
Fight.
I'm halfway there already. So.
2 men enter, 1 woman leaves. Ooh.
Who rules Bartertown? Zib rules Bartertown.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh,
sorry, I had to go there.
No, it's all good. I mean, who doesn't love a good Thunderdome reference? All right. Well, before we end the show, I do have one quick thing, and that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun with that. I actually really enjoyed that. We're going to have to do that several more times with different eras of video games. Hopefully, maybe we can do one with like MMOs that Jazz will be like, oh, yeah, I know that. Maybe, of course, I think we'll all do really well on that one.
MMOs.
No, because I don't listen to the music at all.
Oh, that's right. You're a weirdo. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you keep it turned down.
Yeah, I turn off all music.
Yeah, well, you're just going to have to suffer through all these because I think it's hysterical.
My husband is going to listen to this podcast and just be like, how did you not know that? Yeah.
Maybe does Jay ever is he ever around when we do the show?
Sometimes.
Okay, maybe one of these times we'll just replace him with you or you with him and have him do it on your behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Or he could sit there and help you.
Because he'd like that.
I'm sure he would. Well, maybe we could do that. All right. Well, anyway, here's a half-ass review. And I have a brand new sounder.
This is Crash While Loading's half-ass reviews. Maybe we finished it. Maybe we didn't. But either way, here's what we thought of it.
So, with that, I actually got it for $5. It's a game I really wanted to play. It's called 1980X. The X is actually in there on purpose because it could be anywhere in the 80s, except not really. It's a pixel art game that has you kind of going through the life of this seriously emo kid in a red jacket. Somewhere supposed to be in the 1980s, which would likely be around the time arcades fell apart with the Atari crash and the video game market just tanking. Or when it got really good after the release of Nintendo in 1984 and things started to pick back up, but that was actually towards the later half of the 1980s. Except that was also really more in the early 90s when things like Street Fighter II and Final Fight, the 16-bit games, were released. And given that the entire thing plays through like a 16-bit game, it should have probably been called 1990s X, but that's, just the naming thing there. But with that aside, the game was actually extremely short, which is why I was only willing to pay $5 for it. It's about an hour and 10 minutes. I streamed the whole thing too, so if you want to actually watch the playthrough, it's on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/crashedwhile-loading. Mindless plug, does something you're already listening to. But you play through 5 quote-unquote games. They're like small games. One is a Final Fight beat 'em up. Another one is a racing game a la Outrun, or pole position, as it were. And also thanks to the great Boobdini, who was watching what I was playing, to remind me of which one was that. There's a spaceship bullet hell shooter that's a little like Gradius, Ninja Gaiden clone, and a pre-Doom like 3D RPG that you still use the control stick to go like one square forward at a time, but it has a nice feature of the kid is playing on the computer and he like types the old walk forward, turn right, turn left, Zork way of doing things. Huh?
Picnic.
You just turned
into a robo. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the games themselves, the 4 or 5 of them weren't really all that difficult, and they were just long enough to be fun before they would start getting annoying, because they don't have the real depth of the games they were copying. The pixel art, though, is absolutely fantastic and amazing. The sprawling screens with the Emo Elliot were amazingly well done and crafted. They look like real, there's a subgenre out there of pixel art, and this one definitely would be up there with the general theme. And I mean, yes, they used modern graphics and stuff like that to help with things like the lighting and things like that. But for $5 on Steam, it was definitely worth it. The story was in there. I mean, it was an hour and 10-minute game, and most of that you're playing, old school games 5 different times. The kid has so many sharp edges to his personality. You could shave his face just by rubbing his hands on it. I mean, it basically went something. His dad died or left. They don't really say something. The mom struggles with the dad not being there, and her kid probably being an asshole. Something. The kid's a dick to the only parent he has left, and works double shifts to keep him alive. Both are suffering from depression, something. He finds an arcade with the coolest bunch of losers around. Honestly, the narrative was kind of laced like a CW emo writing of something in the Arrowverse, and it didn't really matter in compared to the rest of the game. It was just sort of tacked on. But for $5, I mean, it was fun. It was an enjoyable time. Someone like you, Yunfei, you'd probably enjoy watching through it just for the digital art stuff of it, I bet you. I don't know if you'd ever seen this, but I mean, it was fun. It was a good enough game for $5. $5 for an hour's worth of entertainment. If you got it, go for it. And if you enjoy those kinds of things. So that's the half-ass review. Yeah, I think it's kind of reminded me of stuff you might enjoy, Yunfei, while I was playing through it, like the big splashing screenshots of the kid in his room or out in a tree house, because it's the 80s and they all have tree houses, apparently, even when they live just outside a major city.
But, I didn't have a tree house.
No.
I always wanted one.
They all have tree houses. I've seen that in every show and everything like that. That's just how they all are. So, but yep, there's our first half-ass review with an official half-ass review intro. We'll go flying around. Yeah. What's that?
Yeah.
Yay. Well, I think that's about all we had, really. I mean, there's not much going on in the world of the movies, so we don't really have other than what we already saying, and that's not really movies so much as things coming straight to your TV still, because COVID. Yay!
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 I just like to say yay!
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 So let's call on Jazz because she had to go to the bathroom.
She's back, dude.
Just in time. You are bad.
I don't know what you're talking about. She was weed eating.
She was weed eating.
I wish. Weed's not legal here yet.
Weed eating is not legal?
No, not yet.
Why? What kind of communist utopia do you live in? You can't weed eat outside? Is that a COVID thing, really?
You can't weed eat inside either.
Well, I mean...
It's illegal. Weed is illegal. Weed eat. Get it? Weed eat. Weed.
Okay, I got it.
It's okay, dear. You're old.
Oh, I thought my dad joke at the beginning of the show was bad, but wow, that one went around the horn and came back.
I was waiting for you to get it. You just never did.
No, well, I don't often. I forget that you can eat weed on account. I've never done weed. I'm a good boy. I only drink alcohol and shoot meth like normal people.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Smoke meth.
Whatever. Shut up.
You can inject meth too.
I was gonna say, I swear they inject meth.
Yeah, it's bad. Most people smoke it.
Yeah, well.
Injecting it is much, much worse.
Yeah. I want to get more bang for my buck, yo. I grew up on the mean streets of Broken Arrow. Don't mess with me.
Uh-huh.
I was in the polo shirt gang.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm done. So, appreciate everybody.
Thank God.
I know, right? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. So, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, especially Jazz Sib, Ben, Yunfei. You guys are awesome. I'm Ash and Phoenix. Appreciate everybody coming to see us when we do it live over at twitch.tv/crashed-while-loading. If you're listening to us on the podcast, join us there. You can join us on our Discord and tell us what you think of Jazz's poor, sheltered, video game-less childhood.
Or TV. I had
a
TV that was 11 inches wide and 8 inches tall, and it sat on our kitchen table, and that was the only TV we had in the house.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any more about your double box.
And my brother and I would watch TV while my mom was working her second job, and when she would come home, the first thing she would do was put her hand on the back of the TV to see if it had been on.
Oh, no.
And so we got caught a couple times, and after our first couple whippings, we finally figured out that maybe we should be smarter than her. So Grandma, one day, she walked in, and she handed me a cloth that she had in the freezer, and she put it on my back, scared the crap out of me. And I was like, what'd you do that for? And she says, you know, it's amazing. All the things that a frozen washcloth will do, it cools things off. And I looked at her, and I thought, and I went, oh.
Grandma's a lot smarter than me.
You the best.
So that's what we did from then on. We would throw it in the freezer, and then when my mom was due to come home, we'd throw it on the back of the TV. We'd leave it there for about 15, 20 minutes, and then we'd wipe it all off, dry it all off, and then take the cloth, put it in our room to thaw.
Very nice.
Yes. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. So, with that, you join us over at the Twitch channel, join us on our Discord, blah, 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 blah. You know the drill. Thanks, everybody, for joining us, and we're out.
Night.
Music, as always, is provided by Husky by the Geek. Visit him at youtube.com/HuskyByTheGeek to hear all his latest video game covers and original music. Also, he has a brand new album out. Go buy it. It's awesome. It's really good. That's not part of the script. The guy's really talented. You should do it. Why are you even still here? Go buy it.